So today, Boris took us to an abandoned cheese factory. Okay. Cool!
The cheese factory is this abandoned historical building where I guess they used to make cheese.
So the cheese factory looked like an apocalyptic movie set.
It looked like Narnia punched the crap out of a factory and it got Narnified.
We can split up and probably do more damage if we record it that way.
So basically, I went with Boris and Rick to go record them experiment with some stuff.
So let's divide and conquer. Can I go out that way or do we go out this way is easier?
We found these giant boulders that we were able to push off of a ledge. But Boris was playing with them, he was grinding them, he was pushing them, he was hitting them together, he was doing all kinds of stuff. So we were gonna do this one last big boulder drop, and unfortunately we heard the other interns outside.
Yeah.
So Rick went to go tell them to be quiet. So after recording Rick and Boris, I ended up going along with Zero and Shelly.
So Shell and me, we discovered like an abandoned building. We entered and it was full of metal, wood, concrete, ceramic tiles.
I love my job.
We recorded a bunch of rocks falling on this giant wall that had just fallen over, and it was just kind of propped up, and we just kind of threw bricks and other debris like up there, and I just kind of followed it with the shotgun.
I think I hit Shell once. You okay? Sorry, Shell. What's up? Make some noise.
When I met back up with Rick and the gang, they were surrounding this huge pile of wood and debris so they could perform on it and make some noise.
Everybody be quiet. No matter what happens, good, bad, funny, otherwise, accidents, mistakes. Even if Boris impales himself again, just let him bleed for a little bit until we get like the sound of it, and then we'll rock.
Shelly went to the top to get some recordings of everything falling down, while Rick stayed at the bottom and followed it.
So since it was raining outside, Rick suggested that we set up a stereo mic in the distance so we could record some raining ambience.
I'm setting up the stereo mic so then it just will pick up any of the rain, any of the forest sounds, and then when we come back, we'll just have a bunch of usable material to work with.
Rick decided to take advantage of the rain, and we all kind of got together and just reviewed what we had done that day.
I thought we could talk about what we've recorded so far and see if you guys had any questions about the recording process.
Rick was giving us all kinds of tips in terms of just your overall movement, following the subject, stuff like that.
Did you guys notice that when he was dropping the wood, that I was following the wood as it traveled down? One of the things that I was pointing out to you guys earlier is like when you're recording, even if it's an accident or a mistake, you let it happen anyway. That doesn't make Shelly happy. Also, did you notice that when I was moving around, I'm stepping on stuff that if I normally step like this stuff all makes sound. But yet I can still move around in such a way where I don't make sound.
Sadly, the rain didn't stop, so we had to leave and come back the next day to see what else we could find.
All right, so we are back at the cheese factory for day 2. We kind of got rained out toward the end of day 1, so we're gonna go check out some other ruins and things that we didn't get to record the first time around.
Have fun. I'm going to explore and record some cool ambiences.
So while we're just walking around the forest where the cheese factory is, we kind of stumble upon this trench that looks like it's straight out of an Indiana Jones movie.
We can walk down this.
Yes, we can.
Let's do it. Let's go have fun.
So not only did this thing look awesome, but we figured we would go down there, and Rick went through about twice.
He decided to walk all the way down the trench, which was a pretty far ways, just to find out what he could record.
It was pretty sick.
We're exploring.
Rick had Desi kind of make these monster steps, and he picked up a giant rock and just would drop them onto the ground.
The boulder didn't want to drop flat.
Once I found out that I couldn't drop a boulder flat to save my life, I decided to use the noisemaker to make some sound instead. Blam! Blam!
And then started making the thump, thump, That way we can get some sweet, like, giant footsteps or something like that.
Come on, kids. The adventure leads this way.
So on our way back, Rick was able to find this really long piece of wire on the ground. Why not use it as a whip?
Howdy, partner. My name Rick Viers, and I make some sounds right there.
Basically, he went all Indiana Jones on it and just twirled it around a few times.
Manolo eventually met up with us after recording ambiences, and he sure did have a lot of fun with Mother Nature.
I feel protected. So after Zero's adventure of recording ambiences, I decided to return to see how the guys were doing.
Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to leave you two here to record. You can stay at the bottom, do the pass-bys, take your stereo mic, set it up at the bottom, you perform. Since you've been out doing ambiences and all that stuff, I thought you could come with us and do the ruins.
Cool.
Perfecto?
Super. So Rick, Boris, and me, we decided to explore. Why not? We're in the middle of nowhere.
So we're just walking through the woods and what have you. Everything's all chill, we're all relaxed. It's been a long day of shooting. And we had no idea what was gonna happen next.
Shoot! Get out! Out! Out!
Run! Run! Run!
Hey, Zero! How many continents are there? His new nickname is Beebs. Because just like Justin Bieber, he doesn't know how many continents there are. He's like, no, there are the Americas. He counted them as one. And then he's like, Oceania Land, Europe, Asia, Disney World. All the while he's making fun of the American public school system.
Mr. Viers,
I like the sound of that. Yes, Mr. Kamikaze.
I like to unite all the American people. I don't believe in North and South. We all are one.
Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah.
For North America, which is Canada, the United States, and Mexico. But he thought South America was attached. No, Panama Canal. Everybody knows that from the Van Halen song.